I come from a background of law enforcement, so when I transitioned over, I never seen anything as a non-macho or me not being a man, because I do a profession that helps someone, and that's what OT does. It helps someone. There's nothing to be ashamed about that. I didn't know anything about OT. I didn't know what it was. And a physical therapist actually brought this to life with me. He said, we get them to walk, you guys get them to do things. He was like, everything you kind of take for granted, that's what OT and PT, they work together and they get all that stuff back together.
The medical field is very high demand. Even if something happens, there's always a door of opportunity for you to branch out.
And I get to do what I'm passionate about and make some money at it.
It was one of those people who came out of high school and didn't know what I wanted to do. There was this profession called OT that the growth numbers were off the chart for the next 20 years. What OT is going to allow me to do is use the skills I have and the abilities to deal with people and help them regain what they've lost.
When you don't know and you look at these medical professions, all you do is see is nothing but females. That's all you see. So in a way, it's kind of intimidating to even want to get into these programs, because you just never know. You're up against a whole bunch of the statistics, is all females. So, you do kind of take that into consideration as like, am I going to be the only guy working in these fields? How are they going to be when you work in a job site? Are they going to welcome you? Or are they going to, act a certain way towards you just because you're a male? But after you start doing the research, then you feel more comfortable wanting to do this profession, because in the end, they do welcome more male professions in the medical field.
Never once thought that it wasn't something masculine or something that wasn't manly, because in my mind, what more? How big of a man can you be if you're not willing to help another man?
We have been accepted by our female cohorts completely. We're all together as a team with the same goal. There's been no gender issues that I have seen at all.
I think every guy sitting here at this table has a certain level of empathy and sympathy and a desire to want to take care of people, and I don't think that has a gender. I think the desire to want to do for others.
We're all human, and bad things, like people don't get hurt, people don't get strokes or heart attacks. It's not just happen to women, it doesn't just happen to men. It can happen to anyone. Sometimes some of the guys that are hurt, they feel a little bit better if they see a man come in, because now they can kind of let down their guard. As for a male, if you're coming into a predominant female, then you become an attractive commodity.
I think it's more of a refreshing look, I guess, to have men around in the profession than it is, that apprehension of trying to keep us out.
The diversity in the profession itself, if you ever get burnt out or tired, there's 9,000 other areas you can explore.
OT, you're always going to come up with new ways and treatments and stuff like that, so it's never really going to get boring.
You want to move around, this is the type of stuff to do. You're moving, you're working with them, you're doing something, you're not sitting behind a desk.
Occupational therapy and the therapists and assistants get to spend more quality time with the individual patient and get to treat them holistically. We get to spend more time with the patient, so if you're really wanting to help the individual, look at occupational therapy.
It's basically banker's hours in a lot of places. They'll go in for 8, they work from 8 to 4:30, and as a father, those things were important to me.
The job market is hard. So if you open your mind up a little bit and you look at alternative sources of employment, something that's going to give you, safety and security and a way to take care of your family, because that was big for me. Other guys looking at it that may feel like, hey, that's not for me. Just open your mind up a little bit and see what it has to offer, because it's probably going to give you a lot more than you could ever get anywhere else.